Welcome back to the Hungaroring, to part two of our drivers' press conference. Left of screen, we have Liam Lawson. In the middle, we have Charles Leclerc. And right of screen, we have Lance Stroll. Very warm welcome. Now, can we start with you, please, Charles? Because there was some big news that broke earlier today. Team principal Fred Vasseur has signed a new long-term contract with Ferrari. Can we get your thoughts on that, please?
I'm really happy. It's not that it's coming as a surprise, but I'm really happy. Especially in the past month, there were quite a few rumors, like it's always the case around the team. So to finally have the official news out is important, and I'm really happy.
Look, you were at the team before Fred. What has he brought to the Scuderia over the last 30 months or so?
I mean, without going into comparing the different eras, I think Fred has an incredible vision, and I think what's very difficult within Ferrari is the emotion is very much part of the daily job, because Italian people in general, and that's what makes Ferrari so special, are extremely passionate about Ferrari. But Fred really knows how to leave his emotions aside and have a clear vision of where we are at, no matter how much noise there's around the team. And this is very important. But then apart from that, he's got obviously many more qualities. One of them is also to extract the maximum out of every single person at the factory. And this, when you put everything together, makes a big difference.
Okay, thank you for that. Let's talk about performance now. Spa was a great weekend for you, another podium. Do you feel you've got a car that you can consistently fight for podiums with now?
I mean, the result will say so. I think we've had four podiums in the last six race weekends. I don't think, though, yet that we are at the level where we can say that we are the second strongest team on the grid, but we are working towards that, and we are making steps in the right direction. There's been quite a few upgrades in the last few weekends, which helped us to close the gap to the guys in front. However, this weekend, I'm not sure. It's I think by far the worst track of the season for me. So I'm looking forward to try and prove that wrong, and to have finally a good weekend here in Budapest.
Why? What is it about the Hungaroring?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't know. It's just not been very successful for me in the past. It's probably something with my driving style. I've got to work a little bit harder compared to other tracks. But that's fine.
Is that odd in some way? Because you've always been so good at Monaco, and a lot of drivers refer to this one as Monaco without the walls.
Oh, well, maybe it's the walls that are missing. I don't know. I don't know from where it's coming from, but I'm still confident we can have a great weekend, and we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, good luck with that, Charles. Thank you very much. Lance, why don't we come to you next? Can we start with a bit of a half-term report? Just get your reflections on how the opening 13 races have gone, the 3 points finishes. Just sum it all up for us.
I mean, we're not as competitive as we want to be, that's for sure. As a team, we want to be fighting further up and scoring more points every weekend. Spa was a difficult weekend for us, just not fast enough. So a lot of work going on back at Silverstone to keep pushing, keep making the car faster. Some fun races for sure this season, some fun wet races where we capitalized on opportunities and scored some points. So those ones tasted good. But we on a normal dry weekend, maybe if the track suits the car perfectly and we get everything out of it, we can snag a point or two or something like that. But it feels like a lot of the time it's those kind of weekends that we're relying on to mix things up and get something out of it.
Lance, just tell us a little bit about the performance of the car. You had the new front wing on it at Spa. There have been other updates in recent races as well. Do you think the package you have will suit the Hungaroring more, let's say, than Spa-Francorchamps?
I don't know. I hope so.
We'll see. All right, well, look, good luck with that. Thank you for that. Liam, let's come to you now. Alan Permain, your new boss at RB, described your race at Spa as near perfect. Is that how it felt in the cockpit?
Probably not, to be honest. It's always tricky in those conditions when it's changing. I think what felt like in the car, it felt like it was still quite wet when everyone was putting on slicks. We were actually one of the early cars to do it, but if they'd asked me if I thought it was ready, I probably would have said no. So, yeah, stuff like that. Those races are very, very tricky to judge. But obviously for us, we were able to capitalize. And in general, the car's been quick recently. You know, like on most tracks we've been to, practice has always been quite strong, and I feel like we've started in a good place and not had too much to work on. But it's just very close right now. Everyone is within, even in Spa, I couldn't believe that over a sort of nearly 2 minute lap, for teams to be within 1/10 in qualifying, is very, very close.
Can we continue on the Spa theme just for a minute? I know you finished higher up in Austria, but do you feel last Sunday was your most complete performance of the year so far for this team?
I think Austria was a more complete weekend in terms of qualifying was maximized, race was maximized. I don't think we could have achieved too much more. I think Spa, the car was quick, qualifying wasn't perfect, and I think going into the race we were able to capitalize, but it's just been more consistent recently. But obviously there needs to be more, because to have two good races like that in what's been 12 races is, it's not enough. We need to be doing it on nearly every weekend if that's the target, obviously.
Liam, final one for me. Can we just use this almost the summer break moment to just reflect for a minute? You've had a lot thrown at you this season. Can we just get your thoughts? How do you sum up 2025 so far?
Yeah, it's been busy. It's been a whirlwind, I would say, especially at the start of the year. Just all obviously very unexpected, and I think what was probably a rocky start has now maybe stabilized, and we're in a better place now. But I think in general, the speed's been there most of the year, and it's nice that we're able to finally get a couple of good results. But as I said, I think as a whole we need to be doing that more. To have 2 or 3 of those races over the first half of the season is not enough. So obviously going forward into the second half of the year, we're trying to replicate this more. But I think right now, with how close it is, it's just the little things that make a big difference. So trying to extract everything each weekend now.
All right. Thanks for that. Good luck this coming weekend. Let's open this to the broadcasters now. Who's first? Yep, please.
Moritz Steidl from Service TV. A question to Charles and Liam. Laurent Mekies, you have both worked with him in a different position. And everyone describes him as a people guy who knows how to interact, who empowers people. How did you individually work with him, and how would you describe his working style?
Well, when I worked with Laurent, he wasn't a team principal just yet. However, he had a very important position within the team, and I think it's Laurent has always been extremely good at understanding the people, and it's one of those people where I didn't have to speak much for him to understand the way I felt, and that's always very, very helpful. Obviously, again, I've never had him as my team principal, but I've always seen him as a person that was definitely capable of becoming one, and it's great to see what's happening to him. I mean, I'm super happy for him to when he first did the step, obviously to AlphaTauri back then, and now in Red Bull Racing, he definitely deserves that.
Charles said it very well. I think he's a people person, and he's somebody that he came to us and straight away led the team, and he's very personal with you, and I think he was always very open to talking on a very personal level with especially me as a driver, and to I think everybody in the team, but he was somebody that was easy to follow, and he's probably one of my favorite guys in the paddock. Honestly, he's just a very, very good person, beautiful family, and he was always working very, very hard as well. You know, one of the guys that's always there on Thursdays, probably Thursday mornings before most people, and pushes very, very hard. So it's very cool to see.
Okay, thanks both.
David Croft, Sky Sports F1. Liam, don't put the mic down. We're doing a feature on rookies this weekend. So rather than looking back, look forward. Which areas are you focusing on the most that you need to improve, or that you think you can be more consistent in what is the second half of your first full rookie season?
I think if it was to just pick an area, I think overall it's qualifying. I think it's just with how important it is at the moment, because everybody's very, very close. It means that even on tracks that are maybe easier to overtake, they're still difficult because you don't have a 3, 4, 5 tenth pace advantage. You have like a 1 or 2 tenth pace advantage, and that's just very, very hard to overtake. So qualifying is very, very important. Sets up your weekend, and I think where our weekends have fallen away, at least on my side, has been normally in an average qualifying. So and where our weekends have been strong, it's been obviously when we qualify well. So I think that's probably the main target, is just extracting everything, I think, through practice on the weekends, making sure we have the car in the best place going into qualifying, and then for me as well, getting everything out of it and just doing a better job, honestly.
Okay, thanks for that, Mara.
A question to Charles. Charles, I was thinking about last winter. You were in the shadows for a few months. Are you surprised that you are constantly ahead of Lewis, or did you expect it?
I didn't have much expectations because I didn't know. Obviously, as a driver, you watch the data of all the other drivers, but then there's always the question mark where when you are off in one corner, how much is it coming from the driver and how much is it coming from the car? So I was just very curious to see where will I be against Lewis, but again, it's still very early on, and I think we're also not fighting for wins and pole positions, which this changes as well for a driver. For now, my only focus is to try and bring Ferrari back to the top. I'm happy with the way I'm performing at the moment, and I think I just need to keep going that way. But yeah, I think it's probably too early to judge, as it's a new team for Lewis, and I'm sure he's still understanding and learning about all the different new systems are there for him.
Thanks,
Chagas for DAZN Portugal Lance. Hi. It's a tricky question, but how much is your head thinking on next year, taking into consideration Adrian Newey, the new wind tunnel, new engine, new regulations?
I mean, I think as a team, probably all the teams now are, heavily focused on next year with the new regulations. I think it's going to be a big opportunity for everyone. It's definitely a very exciting time for us as a team, with all the tools we have, the new wind tunnel, new simulator, a lot of people joining the team, Adrian coming on board. So yeah, I think it's a very exciting time for us. No one knows where they will stand at the first race in Melbourne, but yeah, a lot of work and focus going into 26.
Yeah, I watched the second part of the pre-race press conference of the Hungarian Grand Prix with Charles Leclerc, Lance Stroll, and Liam Lawson. First, just I need to say sorry to being right bottom of the screen. As you know, because of the YouTube rules, I need to stay here and try, let's say, my best to give some opinions. And the second thing is that I want to announce that with me and with my friends, we have created a new Formula One sim racing channel. From the beginning of the next season, we are going to start sim racing on that channel. If you love Formula One sim racing, if you are a lover of sim racing, we will be very happy if you gave your support to us also on the other channel. We are going to put on that channel's link on the comment section, on the description, and also we are going to put the link of the channel at the card section of this video. As I said, it will make us very happy if we give also your support on our new channel. And the second thing is, the third thing is, I'm sorry, if I need to comment anything, we have, as you know, big news for today. Ferrari signed a new deal with Fred Vasseur, multi-year. I think it was a multi-year contract. That defines how Ferrari believe to Fred Vasseur and his project on the Ferrari. We will see what time will bring to Ferrari with this decision. Are they going to make Ferrari great again or champion again, or they are going to just continue to struggle like this every single year? As Leclerc said, the last race performance for him, it was perfect. Like the new upgrade worked very well for him, and also for Lewis Hamilton. He had a very good comeback he was starting the grid from the pit lane. I'm sorry. He started the race and he finished at the second place. And also, as you know, Charles Leclerc started the race at the third position, and he finished at the third position, and it was very good. I think it was a very perfect result for the Ferrari. We can say just Ferrari is the best second team right now, but let's say they are much more competitive than the others. But if you look at the gap at the end of the race at the Spa, it was like 20 plus seconds, and that defines how much they need to improve the car. And if you came for today, like Leclerc is always struggling at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Let's hope this race week and this weekend and also this Grand Prix, he's not going to struggle. Maybe he will break that ice that he's struggling always here. But let's say we will see what will happen. If I need to say some words, and I think about also Lance Stroll, it was the most interesting part with me when the journalist asked him like how it was the upgrades that they bring for the Belgium Grand Prix. He just said, I don't know, and like I don't know what to comment much more anything about him if he doesn't know about the new upgrade. I don't know who is gonna know what kind of where is the car. Let's say, as you know, Fernando Alonso is carrying alone the team, the Aston Martin. They are trying so hard, they are pushing so hard, but also they are struggling a lot with their car, and maybe with some more upgrades, or they just will let this car and will start to prepare for the 2026 season. But we will see what will happen also in Hungarian Grand Prix. Where are they and what kind of performance they will have with that with those new upgrades. And as the journalist said, like it was a nearly perfect race at the Belgium Grand Prix. His performance was solid. Some couple of races he was struggling a lot with this car. Isaac Hadjar was doing a better job, but the last race I think he just started to show himself, and let's hope also to see this kind of performance, and also this race to see good racing and maybe good overtakes for him, and a couple of points for his team. I'm not going to comment anything about the questions of the journalists. The other questions, as always, I'm letting them those questions, those part to our viewers. But one more time, I want to remind you, just if you subscribe our other channel, Formula 1 Sim Racing, that will make very happy. As I said, we will put the link on the comment section, on the description section, and the card section. And as always, just don't forget to like this video, to comment it, and to subscribe to the channel.